Hi everyone, thank you for joining us for another workshop in the Polkadot Scalability Hackathon. Today we have a workshop run by the Coinfrabrik team. Oh, hello Anthony.
We could do it together. I'm not the Coinfrabrik team.
This is not the Coinfrabrik team, but Matías from the Coinfrabrik team is joining us now. Hi Matías, thanks for joining us.
Hi Anthony, hi Rebecca. Hi again.
I like this format. The two in code hosts is like definitely, it feels like a little podcast, little like video situation. Like, okay, we might be stealing this. We might be doing this in the future, Rebecca.
Good plan. Okay, Matías, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll jump right in. Thanks for joining us again, everyone. Your screen is shared, Matías. We can see it, looking good.
Great.
Ready to get started when you are.
Okay, I'm ready. I thought we were waiting for people to join, but I can see them.
Oh no! Feel free to get started.
Okay,
anyone who joins us late,
everyone is here. You just can't see them. They're just in the chat.
Okay. Sorry for
we
that.
have a lovely. I can see the audience is looking good. It's just
okay,
it's designed
awesome.
for video production standards, not staring at other people in the face.
Okay, awesome, great. Okay, so hi, thanks so much for joining. And of course, a big thank you to the ENCODE team for inviting us to be part of this bootcamp. Actually, this is the second time that we participate in this in one of these hackathons or bootcamps from ENCODE, and well, we are really excited. So in this session, I'll be introducing you to Scout, which is a static analysis tool that you can integrate into your development workflow to help you to write more safe and reliable ink and substrate code. But first, just a quick intro about myself. I'm Matías, product manager for Scout, and I'm part of the development team at Coinfrabrik, which is the company behind Scout's development. To give you a bit of context about Coinfrabrik, Coinfrabrik is a security and development company with over 10 years of experience in blockchain. We have worked with many of the most popular blockchain technologies out there, and from protocol level projects, decentralized applications, security audits, research, consultancy, etc. So we have like a really wide experience in the field. But now, let's dive into the main topic of this session. I'm guessing that you're here, hopefully, because you care about blockchain development and security. And that's exactly what this talk is about. That's what it's called, write safe substrate and encode with Scout, sorry. Well, why is security such a big deal in blockchain? The thing is that actually security isn't optional in blockchain, and here is why. First off, blockchains are public and permissionless. This means that anyone can interact with your smart contracts, and that, of course, includes attackers. Second, blockchain projects are high-value targets. I mean that they often manage large amounts of funds, and as adoption grows, so does the incentive for bad actors and attackers to try and exploit vulnerabilities. I mean, I bet that many of you use blockchain almost daily, whether it is to store savings or make payments. It's like becoming a very normal part of financial life. And third, blockchain is really complex, a really complex ecosystem. It involves multiple layers of abstraction, and each one can introduce potential vulnerabilities. As each one is a potential attack surface. Of course, that attackers know this, and their job is to hunt for those weaknesses and exploit them. Sorry. Just to give you an idea of the scale, the past year, almost $2 billion were compromised in blockchain-related attacks. So, that's a huge number. And the most important is that the impact of a single attack can go way beyond just one project because it can, undermine the trust in the entire ecosystem and make a huge impact in blockchain itself. It can mine the trust blockchain is constantly trying to build. So, what can you do as developers? Security isn't just the final step. It's not that you complete the development of your project, you hand in the code to the security auditors, and you wait for security review and or the report of that security of that audit and make the necessary changes. For us, the key is to integrate security into your workflow from the start. As it says here, it must be integrated from day one. And here is where tools like Scout come in. So, why Scout? First of all, because we as developers, we build Scout based on our experience as both security auditors and blockchain developers. We know the challenges that you face as developers, and we designed Scout to help you catch potential issues early so you can ship faster and more secure smart contracts. Here are a few, the main points that we consider why Scout can help you, because it's easy to install, it's easy to use. It's only a one-line install with one command to scan. We have put really strong focus on developer experience. There are lots of security tools that you can use, but most of them are kind of hard to execute. Some of them require you to have specific knowledge on the technology that you are, in this case, analyzing. And we said, okay, let's make Scout easy to use. And we thought of you, of developers, so you can integrate it as seamlessly as possible into your workflow. Then we think that something really important about Scout is that it raises security-aware development. It encourages a shift-left mindset by catching vulnerabilities before they reach production. It makes you developers, it raises on you this security awareness. Then it's also what we call auditor-friendly, because as some issues are catched early in development stages, it reduces noises for security audits by flagging common and preventable issues early. And last but not least, we have this that we call precision-driven detectors. As developers and security auditors, we have crafted the tool, putting special focus on building detectors that are really valuable for you. So now let's go to the fun part. Hopefully, I will do my best for this. So let's see Scout in action. I will jump to the terminal. Just let me know if you have any trouble seeing this. But as I said, we'll go through the installation, execution, and the main features of Scout. As I mentioned, Scout is really easy to both install and use. To install it, you just obviously have to have Rust and Cargo installed in your computer and run cargo install cargo Scout audit. I will not execute this because I have already Scout installed in my computer, but what this command does is it downloads the package, the Scout package from crates.io, and install it in your computer. You can check that Scout is installed by running cargo scout audit / version, and here we have cargo scout audit 0.3.6. So now let's see how it performs. I will go to this other tab, and here we have an example. The only command that you have to use to trigger Scout is cargo scout audit. Now, just one very important thing. You have to run Scout on the root of your project. This is where your cargo.toml file is. So Scout knows all the dependencies, packages, and I mean, it has like the awareness of the workspace of your Rust project. So just, I want to say that. Okay, so now let's run cargo scout audit. I will use this -v just for verbosity, so you can see what Scout is doing. Here it compiles. Well, it was really fast. Okay, so this one is the most common or the basic, you know, let's call it that way, Scout output. It's directly in your terminal, and it shows the issues that it has found with the severity, classification, a description of the issue, where it occurs, you know, line 57 of this file, and it shows also the code snippet. Also includes, in some cases, help tips for you to deal with that issue. So, and finally, you have a small summary of the issues that were found on your code base. This is great because it provides like a very a fast way of scanning your projects for issues. But maybe you can rely on Scout's capabilities of features, sorry, of having multiple auto formats for like a more friendly report. You can use cargo scout audit. Sorry, I will clear my screen just to be more clear. And we can run cargo scout audit with the output format flag. And here you can use either HTML, Markdown, PDF, and JSON, and this will build a more friendly report. Let's try the HTML one. I will be there. So here you can see that it has found, you know, 6 issues. Here you have the different types of issues that it has found. Also the severity, this code snippet, and also it includes a longer description, and we also have a link to the Scout documentation in which we have a full explanation of the issue, examples, how to deal with them, you know, just so it doesn't just point out what the problem is, but it also provides tips for you to deal with that. So that's regarding the reports. As I said, there's also a PDF, Markdown, and JSON. So I encourage you to try that, so you can find the one that is most suitable for you. Now, as I said, as we thought of offering developers, of providing developers a better user experience, we have also thought of, which are all the instances in which Scout could be used, and in which you developers can benefit from the analysis of that Scout provides. So that's why we also have a VS Code extension. I will use another project, a very simple one that I created for this. It has only one issue, just not to flood your screens with tons of warnings. But I think it serves very well the purpose of showing you this. Okay, so here we have a very simple project, and I have installed my Scout Audit VS Code extension. The execution, sorry, can be triggered by either triggering here by clicking the Scout Audit button in the I can't remember how this is called. The status bar of VS Code, and it also triggers automatically when you save your project. So now let's trigger this now. You can see it is running because that little spinning arrows, and here it says, it found one problem. Here it says using unsigned extrinsics without fees exposes the chain to potential denial of services attacks. Now, if you then go to the documentation, you can see how to deal with that. But for demo purposes, I will just correct this by changing this ensure none to ensure signed. Then by saving the file, Scout Audit is triggered again, and well, the problem has been solved. We think that this is really useful because you can have Scout as a, let's call it like an assistant during development, so that it will be pointing out all the issues that could you be introducing into your code during development. So I mean, you don't have to rely on the CLI. You can have it just running in your VS Code. And then, okay, what's the next step? What happens before, or what happens once you have finished your work, or you think you have finished your work? It's the time to maybe to push it to a repository or to commit that. I don't know, that maybe whether it's a tiny fix or a whole feature. That's why we also provided the option to include Scout directly into your CI/CD pipelines via a GitHub action. I will show you that now. Actually, let's push this fix. Let's do that. I will create another branch and fix unsafe call it. No, sorry. That's wrong. It should be Oh. This is what happens in live demos. Strange. Sorry. Well, I don't know what's happening. I must have made a mistake with my Git, but you can see here that you can set the Scout GitHub action to execute, whether it's when you push or you open a pull request on GitHub, and you can see the report here as a comment in your pull request. You can see here how it runs. No, here it shows the issue that it has found, and it prints it into your pull request. So this is kind of cool because it provides transparency for example, for a whole team that's working on a feature, and you can see, okay, this has issues. It has issues that must be corrected or must be addressed. So this is a very useful feature. We actually have a couple of projects that told us that they are already using this, and actually they found this more useful, like the most useful feature of Scout. Depending on the team, some of them will prefer to run Scout during development. Some of them will prefer to run it at the end, every time code is committed to the repo. But we offer possibilities for the whole development lifecycle, just to call it. Okay, and regarding the actions, here's the GitHub action that you can introduce, that you can add in or integrate into your project. But I will share all these links once we finish, so you can have all this. Okay, I don't know if there are any questions. I can see. Is there any cost? No. Scout is open source, free to use, and actually we encourage collaboration. You can collaborate by building your own detectors. If you find something in your project an issue in your project that could be detected by a static analysis detector, and Scout doesn't have it, you can build your own detector, submit a pull request, and you'll become part of the team behind Scout. Let me see if there are any other questions. What is your favorite Polkadot-based project? I don't know. Here. Okay. That's what we wanted to show you. We encourage you to use Scout in your development. We also encourage you to, I will share our Discord channels and GitHub repository for you to submit. I don't know, if you have any troubles running it, you can contact us. If you found an issue, please feel free to report it. Now, the idea is, as I mentioned before, it's an open source project, and for us, feedback, user feedback is the most important thing, because we want to make you developers also part of the development of Scout. You are the ones that use the tool, and the ones will have the most, I don't know, the most sensibility to know exactly where it is failing, or how could it improve. So
nice. Matías, did you take the questions about security in a vibe coding world, and the effect of Polkadot integrating Solidity and how that changes security? Do you want to answer those?
Let me see. Here it is. How does Solidity...
sorry, a little bit of scrolling.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, how does Solidity on PVM change the security on Polkadot? If you want, maybe we can. I can answer that with one of our security auditors later. Yeah. Just to provide, a really professional and the most.
Yes.
About security and vibe coding world. Well, I mean, as we said before, security should be the. I mean, it's not an option. Security is not an option because it can. When we fail to build secure code, we put the whole ecosystem at stake. What is the history of Coinfrabrik? Well, I invite you to visit Coinfrabrik's website and see all the projects it has been involved. But as I mentioned, it has almost 10 years in blockchain industry.
Nice. Awesome, guys. Any other questions? How should they find you, Matías, if they have any questions? You'll be on the Discord, Twitter.
Yes, I will share with Rebecca the Discord channel of Coinfrabrik. Yes, you can reach out there to all of us, to the whole Scout team, and we'll be happy to answer any questions, whether they are regarding Scout or any other concerns you may have about blockchain development and security.
Excellent. All right, Matías, thank you very much for your time. Guys, thank you very much for joining this workshop. That is the last workshop of the week, week one of the Polkadot Hackathon. We will be in touch regarding your projects and what you're building and to catch up. Otherwise, in the meantime, thank you very much all, and see you very soon.